Hi, my name is Steven, and I'm a sales consultant here at Sucuri. Today, I'm going to discuss the importance of WordPress security, along with some steps you can take to help keep your WordPress website secure. WordPress is renowned for its ease of use and access. It is one of the most widely used applications for creating and managing websites in the world, making up almost half of all websites on the internet. Because of its popularity, WordPress websites are often targeted by hackers and spammers looking to take advantage of insecure or vulnerable websites. How secure your WordPress website actually is entirely dependent on you, the website owner, and the steps you take to keep it secure. In this video, I will go over some practices for securing your WordPress website. The WordPress security team works hard to provide regular security updates to their application, but because WordPress offers the use of third-party plugins and themes, there are additional threats that can expose your site and its visitors to malicious actors. Now, according to our Hacked Website report, software vulnerabilities are among some of the most common reasons for a compromise. So, the first step we want to take is ensuring the core WordPress files and extensions are kept up to date. When a new WordPress update is available, you'll be notified in the Updates menu of the WordPress dashboard. These updates should always be applied as soon as possible. You will also want to audit your plugins and themes on a regular basis to keep the ones that you're using updated with the latest patches. And be sure to remove any that you are no longer using or that are no longer being maintained by the development team. In addition to keeping your plugins and themes updated, it is also important to limit access to your WordPress dashboard. Attackers frequently exploit weak user credentials and obtain access to implement malware. The use of strong and unique passwords can help prevent these issues, as can limiting the number of active WordPress users and their permissions to only what is needed. It is also recommended that you remove the default admin account in your WordPress installation and use a unique username, as attackers often target the WP admin or WP login access points using a combination of common usernames and passwords. You can do this by going to the Users section of your dashboard, clicking Add New User, and then setting that new user to the role of administrator. After logging out and then back in, you can go back to the same section to delete that original username, which was labeled as admin. If you must have multiple users for your WordPress account, it is wise to follow the principle of least privilege. The principle of least privilege contains two simple steps. Number one, use the minimal set of privileges for a system in order to perform an action. And number two, grant permission only for the exact duration that an action is necessary. When it comes to WordPress, there are built-in roles for administrator, authors, editors, contributors, etc. When creating and managing users, it's important to follow these rules. Number one, create new user accounts with the lowest level of permission. Number two, grant temporary permissions and revoke access when they are no longer needed. Number three, delete accounts that are no longer in use. And number four, ensure the default user role is set to subscriber. In addition to limiting the number of users managing your WordPress site, you can also limit access to the login URL itself to only authorized IP addresses. Now, there are a number of plugins that offer this functionality, but if you have a cloud-based firewall, such as the one we offer, you can restrict access to these URLs through your dashboard without having to mess around with the htaccess file. Protecting your site goes beyond just keeping plugins updated and limiting user access. It is also important to take measures to protect your site from active attacks and to keep an eye open for when your site may have been compromised. There is never a 100% completely secure solution capable of protecting any environment. Some of the largest companies in the world who spend millions every year on security still deal with attacks and occasional compromises. Luckily, there are thousands of plugins and other cloud-based solutions available that can help detect as well as prevent attacks and compromises. We recommend checking out our list of best WordPress security plugins to keep your site safe. Those plugins are broken down into 4 categories: prevention, detection, auditing, and utility. Prevention. These plugins look to provide some level of prevention, otherwise known as perimeter defense. Their objective is to stop hacks by filtering the incoming traffic to your site. However, prevention plugins are often limited to working at only the application layer. This means the attack has to first hit the WordPress application itself before it can react. Attacks against server software, though, cannot be prevented by plugins, which is why we typically recommend using a cloud-based web application firewall instead of a plugin. Detection. Prevention plugins are great for stopping known threats, but not so much when it comes to unknown threats. The ability to detect when something has gotten past your perimeter defense is invaluable. Detection plugins will attempt to identify and notify you of any potential hacks that may have gotten through the security measures you've put into place. Auditing. Since WordPress security is not a set it and forget it situation, you must invest time in auditing your site, plugins, themes, user activity, etc. Auditing plugins can assist with providing information about all of these items to help streamline that process. Utility. This category is incredibly diverse. These plugins can be exhaustive in the security configuration options they provide, as they can provide every possible configuration you could think of. Because of this, these are best suited for users who like to tinker or who want to be able to configure every specific option based on their needs. Plugins that provide backups or address very specific security functions would fall into this category as well. Which brings us to our next point, backups. Maintaining regular backups for your WordPress site is one of the most important recurring tasks for an administrator in order to improve a website security. As mentioned earlier, there are plugins and other services that can do this for you on a regular basis. There are 4 key requirements for employing a successful backup solution, though. Number 1, offsite locations. Your backups should be located offsite and not on the same server as your website. This ensures that even if the site and server have been compromised, your backups will remain clean. Number 2, automation. Backups should be completely automated to ensure that they're made on a regular basis. Number 3, redundancy. Keep several backups of your site handy in case one of them becomes corrupted. Number 4, tested and true backups. Make sure that not only the backup service works, but also that the restoration process does as well. All of these options allow you to take your website security into your own hands. However, one of the quickest ways to protect your WordPress website is by hiring someone else to take care of it for you. Whether that is through a managed service provider or by using a web application firewall like the one we offer, you can rest easy knowing that your site is secured without having to spend dozens of hours doing it yourself or implementing multiple plugins, rules, etc. Sucuri's website security platform is a complete end-to-end solution, meaning we provide protection, detection, and response to attacks on your websites from a single place with no hidden fees, allowing you to focus on all the other important stuff that comes with managing a website or business. And that about wraps it up for my WordPress security overview. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you found these tips helpful. Make sure you check out the links to our resources at the bottom of this video, and hit the like button and subscribe for more website security videos and guides. As always, if you think that you've been hacked or want to secure your WordPress website against malware or DDoS attacks, we're here to help. Reach out on social media or click on the link below this video to get help. We'd be happy to assist you with your website.